Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I'm gonna try to squeeze two quick videos out, but on this one, I definitely want to talk about getting ahead financially and how we handle our bills can create problems or success for us. Now, I'm very disappointed that I might have to get a brand new car. I tried my best not to, but the same thing happened again, y'all. And what happens is mechanics that start out being reliable become unreliable, or they try to charge you shop prices. And you like, well, if that's the case, I might as well go get a new car then. I'm gonna keep this van because I didn't know this van had a 3,500 pound towing capacity. So I'm gonna fix this van up, I'm gonna paint it, everything. I'm gonna get all the suspension, everything underneath. I'm gonna get it all done. And I'm gonna put my food trailer on here. The car I get, I'm probably gonna give it to my sons once I get a couple newer cars, because it ain't, I got the plan, man, to get these books published. Hopefully I'll get a little bigger and more known on YouTube, generate more from that. And then other things that I plan on doing business-wise while I'm here and when I move. Now, me personally, I don't like cold weather at all, and my body does not respond the same to it. When I was with all my friends growing up, there was a lot of us, man, and we practically did everything together. I didn't care about snow, I didn't care about cold. It'd be real cold. You'll see my friends looking out the window, and everybody will be waiting for somebody to come out. And then once one person come out, everybody start coming out. Or they see somebody going to the store, and then we all end up outside for a minute, as long as we can bear the cold, or till one of our mothers told us to come in the house. I grew up in the 80s. 80s Milwaukee was just a wonderful place. Just wonderful. All your relatives was alive. It was close to your cousins. Me and my cousins still cool, but if I'm honest, we not close like we were. We still cool though. We still talking, stuff like that. But man, when we was little, it's like your cousin became friends with your friends, and you became friends with your cousin friend. That's just the way it was growing up. But I want to talk about this money thing is important, man. Dating, money, these things are important because they affect your life either way. Like, you can have a great relationship, but if your money ain't right, it's gonna affect it. It's gonna affect it. A lot of women just ain't built. They don't be into us like that to go through them financial problems. The only ones that are willing to do it is the ones that just into you. They gonna be loyal to you regardless. But I want to talk more about some things that we can do. Like, I already know I'm probably gonna end up having to pay a car note. And some of you had to pay. Some of you were in similar situations. Like I told you, the first thing you do, you put that money up every week. Then at the end of the month, you just pay it. Next thing you do is you want to keep pushing. Get you a nice, as much money as you can, and try to pay it off early. Because the minute, even if you pay extra on it, like you get tax returns every year, you get this, you get that, you get bonuses on some of y'all jobs, just throw some of that money at that balance, because once that balance is lower than what you owe you in there. You could sell it, you could trade it in without being upside down. If you wanted to get something else, it's just a lot of things. You have a lot of options when you do that. Same thing with the house. Like once you get your amount owed down under what you get, the amount you owe under what the house is worth or what you can sell it for, you can either sell it, you have equity in it, so on and so forth. Me personally, I think it's not a good idea to always use the equity that you have in your house. Especially if you like Milwaukee, people ain't checking for Milwaukee like that, even though this ain't the worst place. I think a lot of the crime and a lot of the negativity, like especially some of the recent negativity, people getting dismembered and stuff, people ain't checking for Milwaukee like that. So I would tell people to be careful, cautious with your equity in your house, because you use all that equity up, you fix that house up, and you don't get what you put into it, especially if you live around twig heads. And I call it twig heads, those with the little things that you see them walking around twisting their hair, but they really looking for stuff to steal and mess with young criminals. You'll take that property value down, and you're going to put all that money into your house, and people go and get it assessed, be like, well, I'm not finna get you that for that. Look where it is. And I know people do that because I've done it in the past. Like, I literally refuse to move in certain areas that I know the type of people that I don't like and don't trust frequent and live in. Now where I live at, they come through there, but the people over there are pretty decent people who live over there. It's some of the people who come through there, that cause the problems. And so that's one of my motivations, that I need to get up out of there, because there's been a couple times they be shooting around there. I need to go further out around the white folks with money. Notice I said with money, because the ones that don't got money can be the same as them. So you're not really accomplishing nothing being in certain areas. Like certain parts of West Allis could be just as bad in regards to crime as Milwaukee. West Milwaukee is just different pockets. And some of these guys, I know they live in. So you don't want to get lazy, and I be telling people this, like people, you don't want to get so comfortable asking people for stuff. You want to be fighting to get your money up, fighting to make more, fighting to have more, and then you want to manage your money properly. You can't go out. I know you say, well, I work for this money, okay? But you still gonna have bills. Like I told y'all, I've done these things. So I'm telling you straight from wisdom. I'm telling you what'll mess you up. Like if you get your check and you just start spending, be like, man, that bill ain't due for 2 weeks. Like we do here in Milwaukee with that electric bill. Man, that thing will get away from you. And then April 15th come around once the moratorium in, and your bill like $5,000, and you got to drop over $1,000. So it just makes sense to just keep doing what you need to do. Keep paying that electric bill, even if you in this Midwest with a moratorium, so it won't get out of control. A lot of people scrambling come April 15th. Some people, they'll just say, well, I'll just call two months before, and make arrangements. That's a smart idea. But why not just pay it? So I'm telling you, that'd be anxiety. I done did it so many times, man, so you can't tell me I don't know. Because once April 15th comes, it's like you don't know what date is going to be the disconnection date. So you got to make sure you're on top of that. Like, I would tell people like this. Have your grocery budget. You eat carry out, don't do it every day, it's going to cost too much. That's money you could be saving, man. Have a cheap day or two where you eat stuff that you don't like that. Just so you won't be spending money like that. Instead of you eating carry out every day, before you know it, you done spend $300 on it. You keep doing that, your savings is not gonna be up. Like, it's options here in Milwaukee. Like, if you're from Milwaukee, you know about Pick and Save chicken. That Pick and Save chicken, you can get 16 pieces, 2 for $12. 2 for $12, you be like, okay, this particular day, I'm going for the 2 for $12. I'm gonna give me a bag of rolls, and I'm gonna get me a bag of fries. Y'all, that's like $18. You got a whole meal for $18. 2 for $12 chicken, a bag of rolls, and a bag of fries. And then another day, you got hot dogs and ramen noodles or something. Then you get paid that day, you get paid, you carry out that day. Go big that day. But if you try to go big every day, that DoorDash is good. If you do it every day, it's gonna get you. You're not rich. You're not rich. DoorDash is gonna catch up with you after a while. One of my guys got on this, his kids, he said they spent like $500 off of his car on DoorDash. He got on it. Like, I don't know if that was a day, I don't know if that was over how long the course of time was, but he said they did it. And I was like, whew. So, you can work a little overtime. I know some of y'all don't like y'all job like that. Like, I can work way more overtime than I do. Nothing against this place, but sometimes you just don't be wanting to be here like that. You know, the main people that be here more is the ones that, some of them is more favorites. You know, but yeah, got to get a car. I'm gonna do things different this time. Sometimes, like, when I get cars, man, some old strange thing always happens. That's why next time, I'm gonna make sure that the car I get is no more than 2 years old. Like, the car I get is gonna be a 2022 or higher. Start going 2018 and stuff, 40, 50,000 miles, get ready. Get ready. My car, 2018. I bought it in 2021. 2021 of them. I already had 47,000 miles of it. The engine ended up going out in that car. And I wasn't, like, I was at what, 120 something? Let me see. I was at like 120-some thousand miles and the engine went out. So, every time we get money, man, we should, like I told y'all before, write out your plan. And always include savings. I don't want to hear you can't save, you ain't got enough money. Yes, you are. Because really, you should put up for yourself first, like the rich man in Babylon said. You know, even even though you got bills, man, you shouldn't neglect yourself. You want to pay them, but you shouldn't neglect yourself. I think the key is to make as less as possible. That's not always the case with the rising cost of everything. You know, that's the hope, but it's not always the case. Like I look at it like this. A $3,500 car, good luck with it. But $3,500, you can get you a brand new one sometimes. So it just depends on who you know and your lifestyle. If you got a good mechanic, you'll be better off getting a $3,500 car and just let your mechanic work on it. But if you don't got no mechanic, that could become a problem. What Milwaukee police doing all the way out here? Must have been dropping somebody off. It's a whole different county, whole different city. So, I said I've been doing things different, man. Still a long way to go. The Most High keep touching me. Like in term, I'm trying not to use the BLESS word either. Basically telling yourself to be less. The Lord keep abundantly, richly touching me with His power, and I stay healthy. My plans is gonna be fine. See, some of y'all dudes be giving up when y'all get in y'all 40s and 50s. Man, it's long from over. I was just watching a guy that got a chicken restaurant. Was it Honey Chicken or something like that? On YouTube. He in his 50s. He said it took him a while to get where he at. Building burned down and everything. He say now he make $3 million a year. That's a lot. And I think that's after his expenses. I think they were saying that's after his expenses. So don't give up. We're going to talk about thug life in No Matrix After Dark. Like, we ain't going to. Boy, I'm going to go in, man. Go in, man. It's so easy to get caught up in this, especially if you ran with the clique, ran with a crew. It's so easy to get caught back up in that. We're going to talk about that later on the way home. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.